Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's start with our basics Linux command module. If you wanna remove multiple files, we can give rm-r and multiple file name. Like for example, cells, right? You want to remove? Yes. So we can give a space and add multiple files. That is rm command. Let's start with a new command. Let's say example, I have a file called as tt. Let's run tt, and there is a lot of output in tt, right? To read the file, we are using a command called as cat. So what's tt contain? tt contain lot of outputs. All right. To remove tt, we can give rm-tt. It will simply remove. All right. Now let us learn the move command. We'll take a file called as sample. Right. So it seems nothing is there. So we'll add something. We'll do echo and we'll write something. Hello Linux, and we'll give here greater than and the file name sample. We'll run cat sample, so we get output. So this is one way to write something in the file by using this sign greater. Now if I wanna move this file into the some different file, let's say example, I have one file called as final. Now final not have anything, right? Nothing. So if I just do mv sample and the next file name final, so what it says, do want to override the final. So this final is there, do want to overwrite it? If say yes, what will happen? Do I have sample? It says no, because it's moved. This file got cut and all the content paste here and file is removed. If I read here final, I have the same content what we have in the sample. So in this way we can move. Now let's assume I do not have any destination file. I'm creating some file called as, let's example, zook underscore joy. Or we do not have that file, but still the command ran. What happened? Do we have a final? Oh, it says no such file or directory. That means it's got successfully deleted. Now, can you guess what we'll have in zook underscore joe? Is the same data what we have in the final. If destination file exists, the data will be copied in that destination file. If it is not exist, it will copy all the content into the new file it will create automatically if it is not exist. If exist, no problem. It will delete source and paste the data. If not exist, it will create it. So this is how it's work. Now, can you guess in which situation you can use MV as well? One is your cut and paste, that is move. Another is for rename. Just see this interesting one. If I say Zook, I want to replace with only Zook, what happened? It's the same operation it perform, cut and paste. But for anyone you can look at as a rename also, you can say my file got renamed to Zook because this file is not there. So this is how the mv command works. Now let us move to another command to the cat. As we are using the cat, like to read the file, like for example, Zook. If we do not give anything to cat command, what will happen? No file name. If I type hi, it will retype hi. If you type hello, it will retype hello. You will type, for example, Bob, it will again type the same message Bob. So what is basically the cat does? Cat is by default connected with your default input and output device. For anyone, by default, for any command, by default the input is keyboard and the output is your terminal, that is your monitor. So that's the reason when we do not give any file name, it connected with the input, and whatever we type in input, it will provide the same message on the output. So that is a command behavior. If we change it, if we ask no boss, you do not have to take the input from keyboard, you have to take the input from Zook. Now you have just detach the default input keyboard and attach to the file Zook. Now it will not wait for the input like in previous command it does. But by default, output is not changed so far. The output still connected with the terminal, so we will get output on the terminal. So do we change the output to somewhere like we have changed the input from keyboard to Zook? Yes, we can. If we write this greater than, I will write here foo underscore Ajay like this, what will happen? If I type foo underscore Ajay, I have the output. That means by default, this is the input and this is output. So how we redirected the output? By using a sign called as less than, right? And if we use the reverse sign, sorry, if we use greater than the sign, it will redirect to the output. If we use less than, what will happen? It will say syntax error. So in this situation, we have to give the file name. It's work. So what we learn? The greater than file sign is for output redirection and less than sign is for input redirection, right? So by default, command understand. So no need to give input redirection. By default, it understand. If you give input redirection by using less than sign, that's fine. But practically, if it is not required, then no means to give. But for understanding, the input redirection is this. So it will detach the keyboard and connect to the file. And if we wanna redirect the output, I do not want the output on the default terminal. I want in file called as 123. I will give the greater than and I will read the file called as 123. All right, it will work. So in this way, we can redirect the input and output by using greater than and less than. All right. Now let's see some more commands. If we want to see the all hidden files, then we have to use the same command, that is ls, with the option a. So all the hidden files we can see. So the file which start with a dot is a hidden file. Let's example, if I create a file called a dot zip underscore 101, it says no such file and directory because you are trying to create. In that case, we have to write like this because it will try to read it, but this file is not there. So we have to create it. So we'll say output redirected. So whatever we'll write here, it will not going to save in the file. It will not going to save on the terminal. It will go in the file. So hello Linux help, something like this. So what it means, let me explain again. Cat greater than file name. So take my input, but don't display on the terminal instead of display in the file. That means instead of displaying on terminal, keep that output in the file. So indirectly we are updating the file. So in our simple language, we can say we are creating a file. In other technical language, we can say we are redirecting the output of terminal into the file, right? To save it, we'll press Ctrl D. All right, we have done. Let's read it. It's there. But when you do ls, you can't see that file. If you add option A, you can see that file. So this is how we can create a hidden file and read the hidden file and list the hidden file by using option ls-a. Thank you very much.